ಶ್ರೀ ಗಣೇಶ ಶಾರದಾ ಗುರುಭ್ಯೋ ನಮಃ. ರಾಮಾಯ ರಾಮಭದ್ರಾಯ ರಾಮಚಂದ್ರಾಯ ವೇದಸೆ ರಘುನಾಥಾಯ ನಾಥಾಯ ಸೀತಾಯ ಪತೆಯೇ ನಮಃ. Welcome to all for this session on Ramayana to chapter 108 of Yuddha Kanda. In the previous chapter, we saw the great fight happening between Rama and Ravana, while Ravana was witnessing ill portents which are indicating the death of Ravana, and Rama is getting very auspicious portents indicating victory to Rama. When the desperate duel of chariots between Rama and Ravana broke out with increased fury, so that all the worlds were seized with terror, battalions of titans and innumerable companies of monkeys stood motionless with weapons in their hands, and beholding those two warriors, man and titan, all were amazed, their hearts beating rapidly, ready for combat, their arms filled with every kind of missile. They stood absorbed in the spectacle, forgetting to loose their shafts at one another. And the Titans had their eyes riveted on Ravana and the monkeys on Rama, so that both armies took on a strange aspect. Meanwhile, witnessing those portents, both Raghava and Ravana, steady, resolute, and full of anger, fought with determined courage. I shall triumph, reflected Kakusta. I must die, thought Ravana, and both displayed their full strength with assurance in the encounter. At that instant, Dashagriva, in his wrath, placed his arrows on the bow and loosed them with force in the direction of the standard on Raghava's chariot, that is, a flag post on the Raghava's chariot. But those missiles failed to reach the flag in Purandara's chariot, and glancing off the support, fell on the earth. Meanwhile, Rama, enraged, stretched his bow with energy, resolving to return blow for blow, and aiming at Ravana's banner, loosed a sharp arrow resembling a great snake, irresistible, shining in its own luster, and he let fly his weapon in the direction of Dashagriva's flag post, which, being severed, fell to the earth. Beholding his flag torn down and overthrown, the extremely powerful Ravana, inflamed with ire, blazed with wrath and indignation, and under the goad of his fury, let fall a hail of flaming shafts, striking Rama's horses. These celestial steeds, however, did not flinch, remaining motionless as if brushed by lotus stacks, and seeing the horses unafraid, Ravana enraged, that means seeing the horses afraid, Ravana, enraged, discharged a fresh rain of arrows, maces, iron bars, discus, clubs, rocks, trees, spears, and axes, and those weapons were all created by magic, and summoning up all his powers, he loosed them in hundreds and thousands. Appalling and terrible was that unending flood of weapons re-echoing with a sinister sound, but Ravana failed to strike Rama's chariot, though his shafts fell on the monkey horse on all sides, covering the whole of space, and thus Dashagriva, unheeding, fought on. Seeing him deploying increasing efforts in the struggle, Kakusta, as if smiling, took up his sharp arrows and loosed them in hundreds and thousands. Observing them fall, Ravana with his shafts covered the entire sky, and on account of that rain of dazzling missiles loosed by those two antagonists, it seemed as if a second heaven of weapons had been created, and among them there was not one that did not attain its target, not one that did not pierce another, and not one that was loosed in vain, and having collided with one another, they fell to the ground. Thus Rama and Ravana fought with an increasing supply of weapons, and in the struggle they showered down their weapons through they showered down their spears without pause to left and to right and left, so that these formidable weapons covered the firmament. Rama striking Ravana's steeds and Ravana striking those belonging to Rama. Thus both exchanged blow for blow, and both in the height of anger entered upon a tremendous duel, causing the hair to stand on end. Then, with sharpened arrows, Rama and Ravana continued their combat, and contemplating his broken standard, Ravana was consumed with rage. Thus, come to the end, chapter 108 of Yuddha Kanda in Ramayana. Namaste, Sharada Devi, Kashmira Puravasini, Twamaham Prarthaye Nityam, Vidya Danancha Dehime. Bye.